Good morning, everybody. This is the same morning as when the video come out. I think I titled it what's happening, what's been going on, or something like that. What's happening, and I need some advice from you all. And one of them was I was asking about whether to rebuild or kind of repair and fix up my current fertilizer spreader or buy a new one before the prices go up more. If they do, they may not. We don't know. That's something we can't predict. But so far, the consensus has been to repair what I have, which I'm pretty much in agreement with. I think I can patch the rusted spots, either sandblast it or sand it down good, paint it, and get probably several more years out of it. And that's probably the route I'm going to end up taking. But I got some boxes there to burn. Not burning nothing outside because been several fires recently. The ground's actually pretty dry. Clayton had been in Clintwood Fire Department had been called out on one here local a couple times to assist the forestry department. It was started by a down power line, and they got some bad fires down in Pigeon Forge and stuff right now, so don't take a chance on doing any outside burning when it's dry out and got a lot of dry leaves. Not worth the risk. But not sure exactly what I'm going to get into today, but I'm going to get into something. Well, I already had my ladder set here. So I think I'm going to go ahead and take these. Support post down. Because we shouldn't be needing my ladder turned around. But I was trying to be lazy, and being lazy has backfired on me. And easier to turn the ladder around and set it like it needed to be. I do believe. Probably a good idea to have help doing this, but now that's a lot better. That's a whole lot better. I could take this other one out here too if I wanted to or need to. But usually it doesn't get in the way too bad. But having this part open where I'm back stuff in here like my hay rake and that new tedder and things, and have the full width of the door, works out pretty nice. Oh, now I think we'll move this tractor out and get the BX, take the blade off of it, the rear blade, and bring it in here and service it. And then if I have time later and feel like it, I'll get the mower deck out, clean it up, and service it. and get it put on, because we're probably gonna be mowing soon. Something else I've got to do is get a piece of Lexan and make me a new windshield for my Kubota. I don't necessarily need it this summer all the time, but if you get caught out in the rain, like mowing hay, or get caught out tramming from place to place on the road, it is super, super duper nice to have. I probably should have backed this in. Spreader would have been in the dry better. I can probably pull on up and get it on in there. I'll do that later. Okay, what I found when you're servicing these BXs, it's easier to get them up in the air. For me, I think it is. Plus, I need to check my linkages for my mower deck. It's not raising up all the way. And my adjuster knob has not been working good, so I'm going to try to lubricate all that, see if there's anything damaged under there. The reason I pulled the back end up on the ramps is that way you don't have nothing, the front of the ramps aren't sticking out under here where you're going to be laying. Then I'll jack the front end up and set it on blocks. You don't want to pull your front end up and then jack the back end up, because if you go jacking the back end up in the center where your front axle swivels, the pivot point, your tractor could tip up on you, and actually I don't think it'd turn over, but you might think it would if it flopped over to its side when you're raising it up. So that's kind of the way I like to do it. That's all on you all when you service them. If you got a front end loader, you could pull your back end up on the ramps, take the loader, raise it up, put you some blocks on your wheels or some jack stands under it or something to support it while you're working. What I'm going to do is check the front axle oil. I actually had to add some oil to it after we got it. It wasn't full from the factory. And it's appropriate level, maybe just a little bit over full, which that'll be okay. It ain't too much over full. Now while we're here, let's check that out. These air filters on the BXs get dirty quicker than anything I've ever owned. And I'm not sure why that is. Unless it's, I don't know. I don't know why it does that. And we'll stick a new one in there. Take a 14mm socket, drain the oil. Now my filter wrench is designed to slide for different size filters, but when I try to clamp down on a small filter, it wants to slide to the big setting. Probably had my head right anyway. This is actually the same oil filter that fits the RTV 400 that we have. And I just poured that all over my drive shaft down there. Probably just about got that tight enough by hand. Assist it just a little with the wrench. I already put my drain plug back in. That's an important fact. Whoop! Got to talking to you on spilled oil everywhere. Lord have mercy. But I did put my drain plug back in. That's what I was saying before I made a mess. Poured oil all over my alternator. Now we'll do the hydrostat filter. Well, me and Clayton and Landon ran to Clintwood. They got a new food truck over there called the Daily Meal, and it is good. It was really good. They was set up at the fire station. They was doing some training at the fire station, and I think Jared had asked them to come set up, or I don't know, somebody had. I figured Jared had. He's the first person I seen advertising it. But we went over there and ate, which was a good decision. Then Clayton is going to wash Tiffany's car. Hope to get some video of it to show you all. It's a new King Grant's Ford Explorer. Really nice car. I've been wanting to do a video on it, but the weather's been bad and things, so he's gonna get it washed up to where maybe I can do a video on it. And this pressure washer had been bad. The motor went bad in it. We bought a new one, which is more of a handheld carry one. Still a good pressure washer. The other one is. But what happened to it, when I was washing the roof of my bus, I lowered it down off the roof because I was by myself. I lowered it down off the roof by the hose. And I broke these ears off where the clip holds the fitting in that your hose attaches to, your pressure side of your hose. You can tell here it was kind of like this. Had a little clip goes through it and stuff. But anyways, that broke out. So what I did is took the pump off that pressure washer, this one, and put on that one and made one. So don't have to buy a pressure washer now, which is good. Now, take that up there and get it cleaned up. And get it greased and oil checked and put on the mower. I went and plowed a garden after I washed this mower deck off. I've done quite a bit of plowing that I haven't been videoing. It's just one of them kind of a repetitive task. You can only show so much of it and keep people interested. Kind of like the hay, everybody likes it to start with. And then they get kind of bored with it, it seems like, after a while, after so many videos. Which I've got a drone now that Mom and Dad got me for Christmas. I just got to get the nerve up to try flying it. So that might change things up a little if it works good. And I know how to can work it. That's the big thing. It'll probably work fine, but whether or not I can work it's the next question. Yep. That's good. That's a check plug for the gearbox. Clayton's got the BX washed and cleaned up. So I guess we're ready to put the mower deck back on. Seems like I changed the blades on it sometime last year. So the blades should be okay still, I hope. Alright, we got it back ready for mowing season. Clayton washed the tractor, I sprayed the mowing deck off. Got it serviced. Deck on. Everything's ready to go. Got it looking good. Not hardly as good as Luke's from Orange is My New Green, but it's looking pretty good. Better than it was. But if y'all will, please like, subscribe, and comment, and we'll talk to you later.